the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
All right, Lace, you're watching for storms. We could have a big change in temperatures.
Oh, yes. It's been so hot, guys, and humid. Today, we'll feel the heat and the humidity. And yes, as the cold front moves in, storm chances go up. And behind that boundary in the rain, the temperatures will be much cooler, about 20 degrees cooler coming up for tomorrow. Right now, it's warm. It's muggy. 74 degrees is our current temp. We've got a south wind. We are tracking storms in northern Oklahoma, and that storm chance does go up in the metro. This afternoon, it's about 20%, but it bumps up to 60% tonight after 2 a.m. between about 2 and 6. Right now looks to be the best time frame for rain in Oklahoma City. Stay tuned today. Of course, Cassie has the latest at noon. David will be in this afternoon bringing you updates, and we'll have a chance for severe weather later today in northern Oklahoma, so trackers will be out. Tomorrow afternoon, 20% chance of rain and storms. There's the culprit, the cold front. It's 48 degrees in Bismarck, North Dakota. Man, that feels cold. 59 in North Platte versus 70s and 80s ahead of that boundary. We'll get some cooler air in here, definitely no cold air moving into Oklahoma. Where those air masses are colliding, we've had some pretty big storms in Kansas and Nebraska. That's been fizzling into eastern Oklahoma, and storms have been rocking and rolling across the north this morning. I'll show you that in a minute. Next Gen Live is dry across the metro. We're clear. Those storms right now from Woodward down to Mutual, some showers near Bouse Junction, heavy rain moving out of Alva down to Tacoma, and the thunderstorm near Byron and Cherokee could have some small hail with it as it makes its way to the east. Nickel and dime size hail. We've had a couple of instances where hail detectors pulse up close to quarters. Right now it's on a little bit of a weakening trend. The storm just pumped the brakes over Woods County, dumped 1 to over 2 inches of rain near Highway 64. May have some localized flooding, and as it still continues to make its way to the east, you'll get some rain ahead of this time frame because there are some scattered showers, but I put this on the stronger winds, 45-mile-an-hour winds, and some nickel dime size hail from Gultry at 717, Carrier 738, Crimblin 749, and Hunter by about 805. Also some rain near Blackwell, north of Ponca City, and up near Renfro as well. Heaviest rain is going to be up in Kansas, and some scattered showers off towards the east. There's the boundary that's moving in. It's being shoved down to the south. It's an outflow boundary with those complexes. You can see some stronger winds with the storms up to the north, but not severe. Temperatures are in this mid-70s where it's raining. We have some upper 60s, and temperatures today climb pretty quickly. 91 noon, 96 for a high with isolated storms possible. Best chance of rain during the daylight hours today will be in the Panhandle and in the northwest, where that boundary will be stalled out later today. The exact location of that, of course, will be key, and that could be further to the north or to the south, keeping central southern Oklahoma mostly dry, hot and humid. It'll feel like 100 to 105 later today. There's the boundary this afternoon and evening, 60 to an 80% chance of rain and storms in that area. Meanwhile, storms are taking off in Colorado and New Mexico, moving into the Panhandle, and that will be the overnight storm complex that will try to impact the metro for your Thursday morning. Low risk of severe weather today between 4 and midnight. Large hail, damaging winds are the primary concern. The tornado risk, it is very low, and if it's on the map, it would be out in the Panhandle today. Quarter golf ball size hail possible. Not everyone sees golf balls, but hot enough and stable enough for some pretty large hail at times. Also damaging winds, 55, 60, could have some gusts over 75 in northwestern Oklahoma, but not everyone sees that. The big pattern is really back into this northwest flow. See, I put the winds on here. That's the little blue lines that you see, the jet stream. We got a storm system coming across, and the jet stream winds are going from the northwest to the southeast. It's what we call northwest flow. There's the heat dome. It's a long way away, and it's staying away over the next several days, giving us this window for these complexes to fire on up. Future Next Gen shows the storms this afternoon, this evening, pockets of heavy rain, localized flooding possible, more widespread rain overnight tonight. But the storms start to fizzle as they move towards central Oklahoma. They should be weakening, and then most of tomorrow afternoon does look dry. So it's a low risk for severe weather tonight. Some of the data over the past couple of days was suggesting these storms would produce much stronger winds. Still possible. We're watching for that. 75-mile-an-hour winds on the high end is the way it looks right now, and quarter-size hail. 60 to an 80% chance of rain. Nickel, dime, up to quarter-size hail with any one of the storms, and some of the strongest winds will likely be in the west and northwest tonight. We'll be tracking it. Tonight, temperatures into the lower, mid, upper 60s, a cooler start, and highs tomorrow, 83 degrees in OKC, and not very much humidity compared to where we have been. 93 for your Friday, more storm chances Friday night into Saturday, and again on Sunday. Back to you guys.